Hello folks, welcome to day 2 of the Dreamjolt TV event. I'll be using 3 characters that you'll need to get 80,000 points. This time we'll be using Argenti, Dale, Sparkle, and Locha, all the 5-star free characters that we get. And our goal here is more of a puzzle. In order to stack up the buffs, we need to match 3 TVs to make them all happy next to each other. So you'll be changing your blast attacks, AoE attacks, and single targets to make a match. So right here we have 2 happy TVs on the side, 1 mad in the middle. Hit it with a basic attack in the middle, so they will flip and I'll match. This one, all 3 are angry. I'm just gonna use Argenti's ultimate to hit them all and make them all match. The TVs are so tanky that you don't actually do damage to them, so don't worry about your damage outside of killing some normal enemies that are in the way, like this bat right here. And now that is cleared, I can go and use the least amount of AoE or skill points to turn all 3 of these TVs. And then the one thing is, when you see the bomb next to the TV, you see the TVs are angry, so you expect by splash here, I will make the TVs happy. But no, because I will kill the bomb, it will make the happy TVs turn back to mad, so keep that in mind as you're doing this as well. But it's fine since we have a full AoE Argenti here to make them all match, and I completed another set. So just keep doing this and try to match as many TVs as you can before your time runs out. And you can use Locha's heals to sustain if needed, or build skill points and have Dale do most of the stuff. But the thing is, you don't really need to worry about building skill points this early. You want to save up the skill points before you transition to the final phase, the scoring phase. But before that, it doesn't matter too much. So right now, I have too many non-TVs, so now I actually do have to do some damage to the other enemies to clear them, so more TVs come out. So I just did that, and now we got more TVs again. Everyone is mad. I'm just gonna use Argenti's ultimate to change them all. You're not really, remember, once again, you're not saving the damage of the ultimates or anything for damage, you're using them for utility. This is a puzzle. The first... oh, okay, I get it. The first 4 turns is just a puzzle to try to get as many TVs to match as you can. And then once you get to about 29-30 stacks, the boss will appear, or mini boss, and that's when you kind of have to... yeah, you actually have to kill the mini boss, because most of the time it's going to be in the way. So watch, if I clear some of these enemies, the mini boss is going to be in the way of the TV. So you will need to clear out the mini boss in order to continue once you hit 29 stacks. See, right here the mini boss here is between the 3 TVs, so you will need to do some damage to it and focus on it to continue getting bonuses. And since I have a turn and a half left, I'll do just that. Max damage with Embitterer to clear the mini boss so I can continue making room. And now since we're pretty close on turns, I'm not going to use Sparkle's ultimate. I'm going to save it up and try to get as many skill points as I can before going into the final showdown. And then that's when I will start using the ultimate. So this is pretty nice right here. The 3 TVs are next to each other, and then I can just do a blast to get some more stacks. At this point, since I'm almost done, that was 1 turn, 0 less than my last turn, I'm not going to bother making more, killing the enemies and making more TVs. These are the last enemies anyway. So I'm just gonna do normal basic attacks and stack up. Since there's 3 mini bosses and 2 TVs, I don't want to waste resources killing a mini boss in order to get there. So normal attack. I'm gonna use Locha's little E to heal since people are getting a little low. And I want to play safe. Locha should sustain. He's a very strong sustain, so you don't need to worry about too much about your units dying. Just near the end, build up stacks or build up skill points. And even stacks, if you have unused charges for freeze charges for Dale, save those up and use them. Alright, now that we're actually into the fight, I will be using Sparkle's abilities to do some damage or buff, so Dale will do some damage. Just a buff ultimate is enough to kill the first wave, and now I can use recharges of the skill to kill the second wave. It's just that strong. With enough buffs, you're going to be hitting like a powerhouse. And now this, I could use Sparkle to get 4 skill points, I don't really need to right now, I can just use Argenti's normal attack in order to build another skill point so I can save her ultimate for a little bit later. And since these two are both weak against Imaginary, I might as well use Locha's ultimate. And then, once I use this, now I'll be low enough skill points to go and use Sparkles. So just a lot of skill point management until you get to the final boss, and at that point, oops, I should have used her skill, my bad, that was a mistake. I should have used her skill to boost Imbibiruline and make his turn faster. At this point, when you get to the actual battle, you want to use Sparkle's skill every single time. And now this, I don't want to use too many skill points, so just 2 is enough. I'm pretty sure 1 would have been enough. Yeah, 1 would have been enough, but I did 2 to make sure I get the kill. And now, I will go on to the second to last wave, because the last wave is Japard. Japard, you need to kill phase 2 of Japard in order to get 80,000 points. Actually, wait, there's more waves in this. Yeah, I think there's more waves. It's not done yet. So, just attack. I'm not gonna risk it, I'm using 3 points to finish off Ronya. Okay, now this is the wave before the final boss. Buff Miroline. Get enough skill points for Sparkle so I can get the recharges, you know, same old stuff. And then when you get to this point, I say alternate between the larger robot and the skinnier robot, because the skinny robot is weak against Imaginary, so you'll be doing enough splash damage anyway with Dio, but you do want to focus on both of them eventually, or a little bit at a time. So you want to just alternate between your main target for Dio's 3-charge attack, so you can kill them both similar at the same time and not waste extra blast damage. And so this I will buff. Should I buff? Yeah, it's nah, I'm just not gonna buff, since if I buff I only have 2 skill points with Dio and I want to use a full damage. So at the normal attack, in order for him to get 3 stacks of his skill. And now this should end these 2 enemies, and then I'll be fighting Japard on the last wave. There you go, 60,000 points, and now Japard. So we need to kill 2 phases of Japard in order to get your 80,000 points, when we have 2.5 turns left. That's plenty of time, no worries there. Buff Dio, max skill point damage, that's 70% almost of his health. Now I'm low on skill points, so might as well restore some skill points by using some basic attacks. The first way you want to save your AoE on the first phase, really, because he isn't going to do the shield thing until the second phase. Oh, that was not enough. I was trying to save a little bit of points. We hope it was enough, but it wasn't. It's fine, I can salvage. I just need 1 more hit with 1 more basic attack to break or weaken Japard. Now he's gonna do his shield thing, unless you can defeat him in time. So I will try to do that. I will use as much as I can to break Japard, and then I will go and try to try to defeat Japard before he uses a shield. But I still have plenty of time left, so I don't really need to worry too much about it. But that's why I saved Argenti's ultimate. I saved it for now so I can do as much break damage as I can. And now Dio will be able to break him, and then if needed, I can use his ultimate to ensure the break and ensure the kill, which I will do that since I don't want to risk him waking up and using the shield. And voila, I got my 80,000 points. I have 1 turn left, which I don't think I'll be able to finish 90,000 points because he's going to shield up everyone, so that's going to soak up a lot of damage. But that's all you need. You need 80,000 points to get all the rewards, and technically only 60,000 or 40,000 to get all the Stellar Jade rewards. So it's very easy to get all the Jade rewards, and even getting all the premium rewards, I will say, even though they're not that special, it is still very achievable. Oh, never mind. Looks like I finished it all. I got 90,000 points while I was just rambling along. So there you go. You only need 40k for the Jades. Everything else extra is purely extra. Since you don't get Jades for 60,000 or 80,000, you just get some more materials. You know what? That's it for day 2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in day 3 for the free-to-play guide.